Hi.
Hi. Are you chilled out from work in your lilacian or noonish show?
Lilacian Nooner.
Yeah, lilacian nooner? Yes. Whoa.
I am. I had a busy day and I'm excited for Mystery Theater, as I know those are in the chat with us. How about you? How's your day?
Oh, a long one.
Yeah,
A waiter. A lot of waiting.
a lot of hurry up and wait, right?
Yeah, it didn't flow. Traffic was bad. It's one of those. Must be a full moon or something, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Really, it is? Oh, my Lord. Is that crazy? Hi, Holly, Gina, everyone. Linda. Butterfly Kisses. Gotta like that one.
Got to.
That's a nice name.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah, yeah.
The gang is here.
So what do you feel with this full moon going on? You feel a little funky? You feel rock and rolling?
I feel great. I feel like something's lifted. I've been feeling in a bit of a haze. um, with work and stuff. But outside of work, I still think there was a bit of a haze or a fog or a heaviness or something. And I just feel like it's lifting
This
for
is
me.
for me. This is the strangest full moon because usually I get a little weirded out at full moons, new moons a little bit. Like the veil is
Mhm.
actually got a cloud on it, so I feel a little off. I'm like not feeling like the messages and as connected, but this one, no, I haven't felt it. It feels like a release type of
It does.
something.
It really does. I just feel like, oh, okay. I always love a full moon because it does something to me. Before I understood all of this, I could feel when I knew when there was a full moon. I just felt different. I didn't, as a kid and in whatever growing up, I didn't understand all of it then. And I've had pets that have noticed full moons, cats that have howled at the wall during a full moon, like clockwork. And it's true.
Amazing you are.
Well, hi. You can sense, I hate to use the word crazy, but things are a little different amongst the general population during a full moon. Sometimes you can feel it.
Yes,
And
a
sometimes
little
it's,
more irritated.
yeah, and sometimes it can be entertaining to watch from a distance.
Yes. Uh, where is this? Maybe a quick one. Howdy, Sherry. We need another hurricane so you can post a few more videos if it's hitting you or not. Or get something rolling on your own channel, Sherry, a little more. Jeannie, I'm moving into a senior apartment and like to know if they'll accept my dog.
Oh, you can't move
Ooh.
without her.
Some places are kind of fickle on that or very high deposits. Hmm. Let's do this for Jeannie before we hit mysteries. Good deal, Sherry. Yes, I seen your interview with Allie. Ugh. My thoughts and card throws are not very promising. It's gonna have You're gonna have to do a lot of finagling, I think, to make this happen.
Yeah, I see the opportunity. I think there's some good news coming. They might be changing some of the rules that they have in the building. However, it may come with a fee. So there might be a group of them deciding that if you want a dog, you have to pay extra. And following that, I got the yes upside down. So I think that there's something in that. Like they might be willing to change the rules if they have that rule, but you're going to have to pay extra,
Yeah, it's
whatever it
something
may
like
be.
that.
Yeah.
Because I got the magician. You're gonna have to work some magic to make this
Yeah.
happen. And it almost feels like it's an interview. Like you'd have to interview your pet, make sure there's gonna be no damage, and
And it's quiet.
I didn't pull a bunch of them. I didn't get no fee money. No, I mean no money's really coming out as far as cards below. But it's like you're gonna have to give this facility an offer of something. Be creative and sign something extra because I'm not feeling like bring your pet. Yeah, it feels like you're gonna have to do some chit chatting about it.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling like a boom yes kind of thing.
But
I had to get money. I had to go down probably 7 more cards to see any money.
stay positive. Stay positive about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll work in the end, but initially it doesn't feel good. It's like you're gonna have to do some finagling, maybe they're gonna have to interview the dog, make sure there's gonna be no damage, some kind of thing. I'm gonna write this down. The face of Mars and the pyramids, natural or built structures. Okay. We can get that in for next time, maybe. Face of Mars. Cydonia. I haven't heard of Cydonia.
This is inspiring me. So I think the next time we do this,
Cydonia Pyramid.
we're gonna pick some live right out of the chat to read.
Oh, interesting.
When we do the show in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Come prepared, peeps.
Sometimes they have size limit for dogs. Yeah, I've heard of that too. Small dogs only kind of thing. Oops. Okay. Let me bring up. Okay, the first one is Rudolph Fentz. Let me bring up the screen share quick.
Great story, fascinating story.
A time traveler.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see where you at. Okay, I had us big at first. Okay. So let's go back. Where am I at? Steering. No. Radio waves, curious. Okay. So we got Rudolph Fentz. Curious case. He was how long was he gone now? He was, gotta find it. Da, 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 da. So he was missing for like 75 years, I think. And what was found on his body, because when he reappeared many years later, he was immediately maybe overwhelmed or whatever, didn't know what he was doing, never seen cars before, but a taxi ran him over and killed him instantly.
So that was in June 1950, about 11 o'clock at night.
Oh.
Right?
A man witnessed.
Yeah. Was seen witnessing standing in the middle of Times Square. And he looked weird, they thought, because he was young, 30-ish, but he had on really old clothes, like old-fashioned type clothing, but they were new looking. They weren't tattered and torn like ancient or antique clothing, right?
Right.
And he just sort of looked bedazzled and weirded out, like, where am I? It's literally how he appeared, right? And then a taxi came by and just banged him. He probably didn't even know what it was.
Yeah. And he went missing in 1876 or whatever. And he was missing at 29. And they said that the person in 1950 was about 30 years old. They found $70 in old banknotes, brand new, a copper token for a beer for 5 cents at a saloon that didn't exist, a bill from a livery stable on Lexington Avenue that cares for horses and washing carriages, which doesn't exist, a business card for Rudolph Fentz on Fifth Avenue, and a letter sent to Fifth Avenue address, postmarked June 1876. Just a crazy, crazy story.
Yeah. So in 1950, someone who looked like they stepped right out of the 1800s is standing in the center of Times Square looking bewildered, gets hit by a cab, passes away, and they find all this stuff on him that was brand new. It wasn't old. It wasn't antiques.
So they took fingerprints. Nothing came up. The captain researching this looked in the phone book and found a Rudolph Fentz Jr. in a 1939 phone book. But I think he moved or passed away. I can't remember which. Oh yeah, he died 5 years before that. But his widow was still alive. Talked to her in Florida and said yes. His father disappeared suddenly in 1876 when he was 29. Left the house for a walk, never returned.
I mean, that's crazy. And she said he was 29, and they guessed he looked about 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's just a crazy story. And this sergeant, whatever, doing the investigation, did everything he could to trace this back and found a lot of things, But what would explain all this? See, Kevin, I had felt he wouldn't have been found alive either.
Oh, they're talking about Brian Laundrie.
Oh, Brian. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing, as far as that case goes, there's nothing, what do you want to call it? Definitive yet? Where am I at? Oh, wrong one. Okay.
Anyway, so this guy.
The FBI didn't say anything definitive or anything, So it's still a mystery with this Brian dude. But anyway, back to Rudolph. Let's see.
Rudolph Fentz. So this 1800s 30-year-old fellow who went missing allegedly shows up in 1950 in the center of Times Square, bewildered, gets binged off by a taxi. Who is this guy? How did he get there? Did he walk through a portal? Was he abducted and returned to Earth?
Right.
Was it just a guy in a costume?
Let's see. What energy deck is calling me?
This one.
Yeah, I'm hearing about 5 on yours first. Yeah. How did you know that? No, look on the bottom. It says, no, don't take me.
Mine says yes.
Dorian says he's a vampire.
Maybe he's a vampire.
All right. What I'm saying here is I'm supposed to pull 5 from this one first. We'll see what happens.
Rudolph Fentz.
Rudolph Fentz, time traveler.
How did you get to Times Square in 1950? 11 o'clock at night. Rudolph Fentz. How did you get to Times Square in
1950? How weird.
You got that right. It's weird.
You have to explain this to me. No, it was weird. I shuffled, and the no card came out in bottom again.
What questions you asked when you shuffled?
Basically, how did he lose 76 years and appear there? I got female energy for some reason. So what would the unicorn be?
Mystery, mysterious person, unknown person, unique person.
Karma and the orange card. What do you associate orange with?
Orange is your sacral region, so kind of how you feel. Could be that.
Oh. And then I have the woman and the flower.
Romancing a woman.
That's why it's kind of weird. Some kind of mystery and like attraction or feeling for a woman or something. And some kind of karma.
Do you think he got in a fight maybe with his wife and walked away, stormed away, and unfortunately got zapped away?
Something like that.
So I see him going through some kind of very strange change, this chaos, layers, truth. I feel he went through a portal or some kind of time travel. I think that's what happened. And here we get the bullseye. I think that's what happened. Some kind of, he fell through a vortex, walked through a vortex. Base of the deck, I got the complete mystery. So this is really different. This isn't, this is not somebody who dressed up in a costume.
Well, they said he just went for a walk. So something I was obviously in mind, and it feels like it had to do something with the wife.
Maybe he was going to see a mistress or something.
And the karma card come up like, you shouldn't be doing this.
You shouldn't be doing this. So he got somewhere else.
And his...
Oh, Holly said they lured him with a woman. Maybe it was a female alien.
They lured him with a woman.
Pretty good thought.
Okay, tell me the story here, Rudolph Fentz.
Oh, someone asked, what did he say anything? He didn't talk because he got hit by the taxi cab and died, so they never got to talk to him. The only thing somebody asked that, they saw in his pockets and stuff that he had coins and money from the 1800s that looked brand new, and a couple other, tokens or whatever in his pocket that were all new. And his clothes were new too. They weren't old. And they were from the 1800s.
Yeah. So what would you do if you woke up in, was it 2094? And seeing all flying cars and
I'd be like, this is right on. Promise me I'm allowed to go right back home to my time.
So yeah, he didn't have much time in 1950.
No.
I'm sorry about Rudolph Fentz. Yeah, someone else said they threw cards and it made no sense to them either. It was up a ways. Kevin thinks a portal.
Yeah, it's definitely a strange one.
Okay. So something was going on in his life that was unforeseen, what I'm getting here.
Yeah.
Because I got some kind of self-imposed restrictions in the Four of Cups. So he needed a little walkabout. He needed to figure out things in his life. So I got the Six of Swords in the past, trying to get things calmer. Queen of Wands, feel like a woman involved.
I'm getting the woman too.
And 5 of Wands, there was some fighting among them.
It's almost like this. I don't know. I just heard this. Like, did he make a wish and it came true? Like, I wish I could get out of here. I wish I wasn't going through this or something. And
I'm not sure yet. I haven't looked at it all. So I got the 6 of Wands in his current when it happened. Some kind of victory. Then we come by the 8 of Swords, that restrictions, and then he was burdened by some things. Something was very weird in the air that night.
yeah.
And went for his walkabout. So then what happened here, I'm getting the Knight of Coins. Something presented itself in some kind of physical offer. There was a person distraught about the woman, but now I'm seeing this Knight of Coins. There's a person here, gave him an offer. You see this little guy
Yep.
giving him something. So someone came along, gave him an offer. 9 of Wands is a little confusing, but then I have Strength. So it's almost like I'm feeling like a Men in Black type thing, came up to him, or, kind of like you sign the deal with the devil kind of thing, but this is not the devil, but, making sign your soul over, whatever, because I'm just seeing now, not a woman, but it feels like he was kind of depressed and worried about things, but it put him in a state where some kind of weird, I wouldn't say ET, but it feels like something like that. I got an offer for you. I can make your your fears and everything go away. Strength. If you just come with me.
Yeah. It's almost like he manifested it. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to go through this. Like, he was feeling down or something, and something appeared and was like, okay, you want to come with me?
Yeah. It may have actually been an angel or something like that.
So I asked if he went through a portal, if it was aliens, and I can't really figure it out yet, but there was definitely, obviously, travel to a new place. So he went through something. I also have the contract here that you're talking about. So this deal, it's good. Like, I don't know, man. I'd say he almost wished it, if that makes any sense.
It's almost like that.
Yeah.
So in the ending, I had this Knight of Swords. So that's an energetic, quick movement somewhere. Little disruptive. 7 of Wands. That's my confusion card. So there's some kind of, you're passing your victory, but you have your wand to take on that challenge, but it's a little weird. So then I get the contract. It's like his soul made a contract long ago, to do this. And then I have the 3 of Swords, heartbreak. 3-3. Weird. This is a strange case.
It's something we haven't really read on something like this before, which I always get thrilled about when we find a new.
Yeah, it's not like it's clear cut.
It's not clear.
It's kind of like a mix. It ain't like he walked into a portal, and it's not like I'm getting, an alien or an extraterrestrial took him away.
Right. It's something, maybe we don't know the words yet, or we don't understand this thing yet.
Like I said, it almost feels like Do you feel like it might have been an angel or an ascended master or something that, because it feels like something showed up and gave him an offer and it wasn't human.
Wasn't human. I don't know if it was an angel, but I do feel it was something to take him, to move him away from time, give him.
Because, I mean, like I said, it almost feels like a devil's contract, but it wasn't.
Yeah, not. I don't feel evil, but what I do feel is he didn't understand what he was agreeing to, right? So what he knew and what he understood, the communication card, he didn't understand what it meant for him. Because they took him really far. They took him really far away, right? Like, how many years did he go ahead? 100? 60? I don't know.
76 or something, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
Magenta got the star card. So he took him through the stars. So yeah, he didn't age, so he was obviously in some kind of warp or dimension where he was, kind of like he was past but wasn't. All right, I'm gonna ask something else again.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a different deck.
Like where'd he go? Four of Cups, Five of Cups, and King of Coins. With Alice Tarot. The Four of Cups feels like it could be like in a trance or meditation. Five of Cups is lost, and King of Coins can be someone that took them. Quantum physics, no. I'm getting more on that one.
I got Angel of Truth, Angel of Time. Now that Angel of Truth, Angel of Time, Angel of Silence. Truth, time, silence. Truth, time, silence. Truth. The truth is he did travel through time. Silence, he never got to talk about it. We don't know how it happened. Time.
Whoa. Weird. I got the Four of Cups. Wow, this is weird.
I don't know how to explain it because I don't understand what we're reading. This is new to me and you, I think. He had a desire to get out of the situation he was in or wherever he was. He either asked to be taken away, not thinking he was going to be answered. And it happened. I don't know if it was just the wrong place at the right time or something like that. Illumination. Something did appear in front of him. You might be right with angel or some or entity. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I like it. It's a cool story.
So I asked what happened to him. Where was he? What happened to him for that 74 years? I'm getting this entity or whatever was connected to God. King of Cups and Emperor next to that. So this is kind of like an archangel type figure. But what I'm getting here, it was almost like and I have the death card. So for that 74 years, 5 years, it was like he died. But he didn't remember it. It's kind of like when we transition and our soul leaves and we come back again, time is instant. So it's like an instantaneous time for him. Because he was in a loving source. Next I got with the Ace of Cups. He was in a loving source. And then I have Temperance. So it's kind of like he was in that realm of comfort and no time, linear time. But also it was like a reflection of his life or other lives, whatever. Four of Cups comes out again. That thought. It's just really strange. It's like he went into a life review well before he had to do a life review. But he was alive.
I think the question is, who is this guy? And not so much of what happened. I wonder maybe we should read on who he is or what was so special about him.
Good
Because I got celestial recognition. So
Because he didn't, because I got some weird things following.
So
It's
I
like,
think you're right. He was chosen for whatever reason.
yeah,
They
I got,
appeared in front of him.
yeah, I got the 10 of coins too. So that's like ancestral agreement kind of thing. But I also get the feeling that he may have not supposed to come back. Something changed. Because in this whole realm, whatever, I get in a lot of illusions and deception, and then I have the moon card too. And then the ending, I had the tower. So it's like something drastically changed and he got knocked back in time again when he technically wasn't supposed to. So what was your question again now? Who is this guy? Why did it happen to him?
Yeah, like why was he chosen? What
Okay.
was there something about him in his current life at the time in the 1800s, or maybe something beforehand?
Metatron and Gabriel showed up for Magenta with the sun and star.
Okay, so I asked, who's this guy? This is very strange. Yeah, but cemetery, release, an impasse, and destiny. What on earth is this dude?
I know, it was like only one case that I've ever come across.
Impasse, his destiny.
No.
I got goosebumps. It's like he was taken away and shown all kinds of stuff. Like maybe he said, I want to know the answers to the universe. I don't want to get out of here or whatever. And they're like, okay, we'll show you. Unfortunately, the flip side of that is he wouldn't live to talk about it because he would be silenced, right?
Well, that would make sense with him passing right away.
Right away. So maybe he didn't understand when they said, okay, we'll show you, but you can never talk about it. And he was like, okay, I won't talk about it. But he didn't realize they were going to make sure he couldn't talk about it. This is really trippy.
Yeah. Why Rudolph?
Yeah, like they stopped him in his tracks. Like he was, I don't know if he was contemplating his own life, taking his own life, or what is life, or just deep.
Well, that would make sense with that tower when he came back. Poof. Drastic change.
Wow.
Why Rudolph?
Yeah, he didn't understand. He didn't read the fine print when they said, okay, we'll show you. I was like, okay, but he didn't know what it was going to mean, that he's going to get.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ask if he died that night, but he was reborn, kind of thing. Because I got death again, and then the Hierophant. So when he went on his walkabout, I think maybe he died then, but he was taken to live in the realm and then given back.
Taken, round and round, never-ending story. That would say, as soon as you were saying that, I could feel it. And now I lost the words.
Oh, the Wheel of what was popping my head is the Wheel of Fortune.
Like they took him and showed him a lot of stuff. Then he passed away, but what they showed him, he was going to use in his next life or something like that, right? So maybe he's a scientist or UFO person in this life right now, because he learned what he learned through that experience with them, wherever he was for 70 years. Like he had to be taken to learn what he needed to know to use in his next life. And when they dropped him back down, they knew he was going to pass away. But what he learned, he took into the next life, whatever that next life is. This never-ending story, round and round.
Yeah.
The life cycle. This is interesting. I wonder if that's what I mean. The question is, who is he? Not so much, we kind of know where he was taken, but who is he? Who is he? Who is his spirit? Is he like an angel came down to try life or do you know what I mean? It's something about him. Who is
Aloha. Love Mr. Theater. Thank you, Danette.
Thank
Bless
you.
Bless you. Bless you.
Hang 10.
Who is he?
What is his essence or spirit or soul? Like who?
It's like he was destined to die, but his whole body and soul was taken to learn like in heaven's realm, somehow healed him and then dropped him back. One of those weird mysteries. Where did he originate from before he came to the States? I guess he was born there, as far as I know. I didn't say anything about. Yeah, it could have been a learning lesson for his wife too. What made Rudolph?
I think the question might even be, who is he today? Because I see him going on this journey, right? To learn sort of in the kingdom, like you were saying, learning patience, balance, love, all that stuff. And then starting on a new journey. So like in his next life, he knew more. So he could become, whoever.
Dorian, maybe it was just a random dude that got screwed up by a extraterrestrial experiment.
Could be, but it feels a little bit more purposeful. I had a question and now I forgot it.
Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
I asked if he's alive today as another person, and we got the bullseye. And I think he's a female. I think he is a female who works in a group and holds office of some kind. Possibly in a government role. I don't know, or works in studying the stars. She's somebody.
Dorian said, so now he's Elon Musk. Oh my God. Chrysalis Tarot. She got the chariot. I got the chariot. I think he learned about an extraterrestrial life. What's out there in the universe.
Yeah. That's my take on it. He somehow was taken by whomever, learned a bunch of stuff, was brought back down, met his demise because his mission wasn't finished. He wasn't finished then in the 50s. His mission was into a new life, and he is alive right now. I think he's a woman and is someone of high office or stature or something. I don't quite know. We could read on this all day till we figure it out.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think I would believe that one too. That AOC is a star seed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting contracts here. You know, it was a soul contract.
Yeah.
An offer made. Six of Pentacles, an offer made. And there's some kind of female energy.
Yeah, I'm getting that female card a lot. So it could be who he is now.
But it's like he was questioning things at that time. And I'm almost getting like he said the right word. Like,
yeah,
there's some kind of heavenly word or saying that would draw it. It's really weird. But then, like I said, with the chariot coming in next to the Page of Swords and also the Magician, that's what made me feel like he had an extraterrestrial experience, but he wasn't. He may even been one for a while or something. To be some kind of different person in this like. And I had the sun come in, so that makes me feel like it's universal. But to him, it feels like it was instantaneous. You know, it's like 74 years, it was not. To him, all that learning, whatever he did for those years, was instantaneous.
I asked if him in his current life now, whatever form that is it on the side of good? Is it here to do good? We got the bullseye, so I'm happy to read that.
I believe that one, yes.
Yeah.
Chrysalis Carroll. Yeah. Chrysalis Taylor. I wish I could show you my Four of Cups. It's a man praying who looks like Jesus, looking up at the heavens with a golden cup. Pictures say 1,000 words.
Yep. Well, that was awesome. That we have not experienced that before.
Right, Holly. It feels like he was gone an hour. It was almost like instantaneous. So weird. Oops. Oh, come on here. My tapping ain't going so well. And so I'm trying to delete it. There we go. All right. Recently in the news, there was some NASA or someone picked up some strange waves coming from the universe. Strange radio waves emerged from the direction of the galactic center, just reported 8 days ago. Astronomers have discovered an unusual signal coming from the direction of the Milky Way's center. The radio waves fit no currently understood pattern a radio source and could suggest a new class of stellar objects. The strangest property of this new signal is that it's very high polarization. This means that its light oscillates in only one direction, and that direction rotates with time. Kind of a weird thing to say, but the brightness of the object also varies dramatically by a factor of 100. The signal switches on and off randomly. It's like something we've never seen. It's like pulsating radio bursts, but aren't consistent. It's on and off. Really weird. Oh, I wonder what this is. Oh, it's just a little video from the University of Sydney showing how it on and off.
Yeah, like
it's random. It's nothing steady.
it's almost like sonar or something.
Yeah, kind of. After detecting 6 radio signals from a source over 9 months in 2020, the astronomers tried to find the object in visual light, but could not find a thing. And after more searching, luckily, it returned again. But they cannot figure out what it is. So, we're going to find out what it is. Because we know we can figure this one out.
You're darn right.
All right, which deck is calling me for this one?
Space radio waves.
Space radio waves. It's been coming on and off. They can't figure out where it's come from. Why these waves? Is it a distant planet exploding? Is it our friends talking to us? In Morse code, Jenna says.
Space radio waves. I'll tell you something. My entire life, since I was a child, I have been terrified to turn the dials of a radio and listen to the shh, because I know that there's messages in there. I'm telling you, I know that sounds loop-de-loo, but I have been terrified as a child to do that. But now I'm kind of like thinking I want to do it. Like, just because I know I'm going to hear something.
So you're worried about, what do you want to say, the white noise, huh?
Yeah, like I knew the white noise had messages or signals in it, like not human. Don't even ask me that. I just have always had the heebie-jeebies about it. But now I kind of want to listen to it. Now I'm ready.
Sheila Inquisitive Tarot goes, no, that's what a ghost box sounds like. All right. These radio waves, intermittent, come from space. I know what my intuition says. We'll see if the cards agree. White Noise starring Michael Keaton. Yeah, there you go.
Well, it was a movie?
Yeah, it was a movie.
Like, I would be hysterical. I'm thinking, even now, I don't know. If it's in the middle of the night and I'm listening to a radio or like a CB or something and just listening to the static and turning the dial, I would need to wear a diaper, I'm pretty sure. I would be so scared. But now I think I'm feeling challenged to try it, and maybe it's not going to be scary. I've known my whole life that there's messages in there. Now, whether it is or not, I don't know, but that's what I think.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
It didn't come out like I sense. It's not going to be easy on me.
No, it's not an easy one.
All right. My senses were telling me it was a mothership sending signals out, like pulsating. But that didn't drop on this, so got to figure out what's going on here.
So I got.
I'm not getting like it's an exploding planet or anything like that.
Take flight, shifting, fairy magic, and up. What is this saying to me? Definitely deliberately sent, shifting in maybe our consciousness. Now we are ready to hear it. Oh my God, just like I just said, maybe we are collectively ready to receive the message now. I just said that about myself. And fairy magic. Someone's being playful in their messages to us. Fairy magic. Okay, I want to pull some more cards. Cards.
Kids.
Pull some cards.
Ace of Coins.
Um,
All right. What I got here for my first three: Ace of Coins, Three of Cups, and the Fool. It's some kind of celebration going on, some kind of partnership. And the Fool is like, you know, it's a new transition. It's possibilities. It's like so this Ace of Coins, so it is something tangible. This signal is something tangible, albeit it's in the universe of a signal, but it's like a friendship signal is what I'm getting from this.
That's what, like playful, like it's not scary or threatening. It's
right.
Like, when I think of fairies, I think of playful. Like, hi, can you hear this yet? Can you hear this yet? Did you hear this? Did you hear this yet?
So it's like a signal. They gotta try to decode, like you were saying. There's a message in there that they need to try to decode, like Gina said, code breaker.
Yeah, I just asked if it was alien. Hello.
I totally sense it is.
Alien bullseye.
So what my senses are showing me, it's almost like
history.
I'm getting the reference of like Star Wars, the Death Star. It looks like a planet, but it's actually like a mothership kind of thing.
So I had the star come flying out of the deck as I'm shuffling, right? So it is from the heavens. It's something out in the sky. I have goosebumps from head to toe, and I got the alien, the bullseye, and the mysterious. So that's sort of making me excited to hear all this.
Oh.
Wow.
This is something returning, you know, it's like because I have the Six of Cups, so that's reminiscing from the past. The Nine of Cups, your wishes come true, and then they're giving you a signal. I think it's like a preemptive symbol of like, eventually we're coming back, you know, or to be shown back. It feels like that kind of symbol, because the Knight of Coins in my Lord of the Rings, it says it's a soldier of Gondor watches the eastern horizon for any sign that something may be approaching. You can't. This is why I love this deck. Sometimes it's just like these words that it says. It's like
Literally what
boom,
it is.
literally what it is.
Because I figure we're about 2 years. I know some of you are saying 5, 10, whatever, but I think we're within 2 years of
Too.
irrefutable proof. And maybe this signals
Well,
sort of
proof probably. But actually coming and joining us, I'm getting like 7.
yeah. But I think in two
Maybe 6,
years,
6
it's
to 7.
the average person won't be able to argue the case anymore. It'll just be like, yes. And maybe this signals part of that, like, introducing us slowly. So we don't all freak out.
Yep, figure it out. In the end of here, I got messages of strength. The Page of Wands, your messenger. A new age is coming with the strength.
Yep.
So yeah, it's our friends sending out a signal.
I'm going to listen. Can we listen to it? I'm going to see if I can listen to it.
I don't know if maybe there's a NASA website or something that'll have that signal. I didn't look that far. But that's what that. Our friends giving us messages. Now we just need Andrea to listen to it and decode it.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it comes in radio waves, because I knew as a child the signal will come, and I'm not kidding, right? I don't know. This is what I'm telling you, my life.
All right. Next one is Thomas Wales. Let me bring the share up so we can read a little bit and give you guys some info. Oddly enough, I found this case via the FBI website or the FBI. I signed up for FBI alerts. What's going on? So the FBI is still working on this case. He was a federal prosecutor in Seattle, and he was murdered in his home. And right now, there's a $2.5 million reward to bring the killer to justice.
Scott, that will make us a millionaire each.
I know, right? And then plus 500,000 to give away to our friends out here.
I got goosebumps. All right. This poor man, though, looks like a nice man, handsome man. The way he was shot was really strange. He was in his house working, I think, at a desk or something, and he was shot through the glass from someone outside on the street.
It was in his backyard.
Okay, so they were in his backyard, and they shot him through the glass where he was working.
Yeah, he was in the basement.
In the basement.
On his computer, sending some emails or something, and the person was outside in his backyard and shot through the basement window. And two of the bullets hit him.
It went through his neck, and he died in the hospital like a day later or something like that. He didn't survive, obviously. I mean, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So he was a federal U.S. assistant attorney, and the FBI really wants to get down to it.
They're saying he's I think, first and only U.S. federal attorney who's been assassinated.
Federal attorney, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shot through the neck, through the window with a handgun. There was some shell casings. A neighbor, I don't know if I can zoom that. There's a sketch that the neighbor gave, but it was dark. An elderly neighbor.
They think they saw a guy hanging around or running away or something like that. So the FBI they think that it's was a hit, like a someone put a hit on him. So it's like, have they investigated the cases he's worked on in the past, right?
Yep, they looked at all of those, and the only, they looked at family, they looked at all the cases that he may have done, with drug cartels or something, anything he's investigated. The biggest one was a guy that was he was tried prosecuting him because of bad dealings about some kind of helicopter. He was trying to redo a military helicopter. His name was James Anderson, I think. I can't find it here, but weird thing is, I started looking through this. I see Rod Rosenstein's name and other people in the whole Trump Russia scandal.
Oh, I didn't know what that was. So those names are. What year was he shot?
Well, because they're continuing to try to get this investigation done, and it started ramping up again. So Rosenstein went there to Seattle in February 2018 to brief the media on the investigation, how it was going. But this happened in 2001.
He was killed in 2001.
Yes.
What month does it say? October
11, about 10:40 at night.
Well, I'm just saying, September 11th was a month before. Was he investigating anything?
Right. But they dismissed anything to do with September 11th.
What state was he living in? Was he in New York or
Seattle, Washington?
Washington. Okay.
So he was, at the time, let's see. Yeah, there was another article that was more detailed. So let's go back here to StreamYard. So other thing I found out, a year or two before, his wife wanted a divorce. He was really depressed about it. She told him that she was lesbian and she wanted a divorce. It isn't working for her. So at the time and the years prior, he was very depressed about this, losing his family, that reservation. There was also things reported that he had some angry incidences in public, like he hit and run a car, and there was a big argument, and he didn't give up his insurance because he was just kind of off in that respect, in the public, because he was so depressed about that. So that's the only other thing there. But the biggest thought, it was this guy he prosecuted that happened to deal with that helicopter, which was James. So we have, and then there was a letter in 2006 sent to the Seattle FBI office from Vegas, and it is a fake address, but it described the account that he was broke, poor, near bankruptcy, and he said, in the letter, it said, a woman called me and offered me money and told me where to get the gun and who to kill, where to drop the gun and pick up the money. And he said he has regrets, but never came forward. But that never panned out. But the thing was, too, they could never prove this Anderson guy did it. But the weird thing was, he was in Vegas in 2006. So everything kind of leads to that guy for revenge because his name was Mud. He was an angry guy. He had alcohol problems. He was a gun nut, but they could never prove it was him. So we either got
But
him.
what's his connection to the lawyer? He was just a hired guy.
Tom was prosecuting him in court.
Oh, okay.
So it could have been a revenge factor.
I see.
And according to his lawyer, this Anderson's guy's lawyer, that, oh, we understood the case. There was no ill will. But behind the scenes of reports, this Anderson guy was very upset because he ruined his reputation. He lost a lot of money in lawyer fees. He didn't get this military helicopter working for public to make a bunch of money. He was hoping to make $600,000 on the deal. That never happened because they did some financial transactions that were illegal. And that's what they ended up getting them on. So,
okay.
Loss of reputation, that kind of thing. And like Holly said, it could have been a mafia hit because he prosecuted a lot of drugs.
Options are maybe his ex-wife did it, right?
Right.
Or maybe he did it. Maybe he did it. Maybe he was feeling depressed and hired someone to kill him. Who knows? Anything's possible, right?
No.
Or it's a case that he had, or it was random. Seems weird to be random, like it would just be some random shooting. That doesn't feel like
the case, especially with a U.S. attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Let's see where this plays out.
I'm going to ask if it was work related.
So I couldn't find a picture. And when I was driving today, he showed me the guy who did it. And it looks like that drawing. But in that drawing, okay, I'll bring this back up again quick. This is what I was shown in my mind. Thomas Wales, share. Okay. This is the picture the girl drew or described. It looks like him, but it looks like his hair is all slicked back here. But if it wasn't slicked, it would be longer and curly. And the guy I seen had longer, straggly beard.
You mean you saw in your head or you saw on TV? Or
in my mind.
Okay.
When I was asking about it.
Yeah.
So I'm driving along for work and I'm asking Thomas, who did it? Show me who did it, you know? So I seen a guy similar to this, but here his hair is all slicked back, but it looks like if if he didn't put gel in it or something, it would all be long and curly. And the description here does show, and it was dark, it was 11 o'clock at night when this lady seen this guy. So it looks like he had a scruff or whatever. But the picture I was shown in my mind was it's like if someone had a beard, but it wasn't like full. It's kind of like scraggly beard.
Yeah.
So like it was long, maybe that long, but it was
Scruffy.
Like patchy.
Yeah.
Kind of. So it looked like him. So it's kind of interesting. But who?
Okay.
One of my comments are frozen here. Okay. Thomas Wales.
Job he had done. Was the reason he was murdered because of the job he did. He's currently working on.
Thomas Wales. What happened?
That linked to a job that he had done or was doing. Someone was, or should I wait till you're done? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Linked to a job. Someone was very angry about the money they lost. Chaos. Contract. Lost a contract or put a contract out. Definitely a guy, shooter, bad guy, responsible. Now I did get the automotive or whatever you want to call this thing upside down. So it could be the helicopter thing you were talking about. Something that he brought to light about a business. This is really sounding like the guy you're talking about. Revealing the guilty party in this business, that guy from Las Vegas. Well, we'll dig a little deeper. What did you ask and what did you see?
Kind of weird. But it had to do with some kind of money.
Yeah.
So I think it had to do with a court case. Dealing with money and being restricted with the Eight of Swords. Possible imprisonment and restrictions. And financial demands. Whatever happened with a case. I do have like a judgment with the Three of Pentacles, and this person had a new journey with the Fool and a lack of money now. So it very sounds like this guy. It does. But again, I have some kind of woman involved though. I got a Queen of Swords, and the deal was with two guys. Defending.
Was the Las Vegas guy married? Maybe his wife said,
I couldn't find much information. I tried to find a picture of this guy. So when they investigated him, unless it wasn't him, right? There was a phone call he took at 10:30. There's proof of a call at his house at 10:30.
The Wales, Thomas Wales?
No, the Anderson guy, the helicopter guy. Wales was murdered at 10:40, approximately.
Yeah.
And the investigators figured out if you're speeding, you could get to his house where he lived in about 10, 12 minutes. So to park, sneak in.
Well, he could have called to see if he was home. The helicopter guy could have called Thomas Wales.
He didn't call him. It just said that he took a phone call. That's all it said.
Okay.
That this Anderson guy, the helicopter guy, took a phone call from his house, but it could have been someone else setting up an alibi.
Yep.
It never said that was him. He just said, I had a phone call. Here's proof. I was on the phone at 10:30.
Doesn't mean he was there to take it, though.
Doesn't mean he was there to take it, right? But he had an alibi.
Yeah.
So every turn, there was an alibi. So they could never prove the case. But this Queen of Swords doesn't mean it's a woman either. It also means bitter. It also means anger. Attention to detail. Planning a possible murder. Okay. What do I have in the end? I have the Devil. And Eight of Cups. Devil and Eight of Cups. Walking away and some bad actions.
So he got away with it.
He got away with it. Also, in the end, I had Nine of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Good news. I wasn't busted. And then Nine of Pentacles, safe and secure. So this guy had a lot of run-in with the law too. You know what I watched a video of with this Anderson dude, and I watched a video, and there was of someone who looked up the case, and there was a picture, and I kept trying to figure out. I couldn't find what this Anderson looked like, but there was this picture in the video that came up, and I think it was Anderson, and it looked like him. But I couldn't prove if that was his picture. So I tried Googling his picture, couldn't find a picture of him. He showed his lawyers, but they never showed it. But there was one video clip I seen a picture of someone, and they were talking about Anderson at the time, but it looked like him because he had the curly hair, but he was shaved. But he put the scraggly beard. So let's just see. Did you throw on up this Anderson guy? His name is James Anderson.
I asked if the person that shot Wales was the person who was embroiled in this case. So, like, not a hired person to do it. Was it the actual person?
Okay.
And I got the bullseye. He was happy to do it. And we have death taking him down. So I think the person who shot him was not a hired person. It was someone angry and glad to do it, if you know what I mean. Like, just hated him for whatever he had done.
So that whole letter story I told you about, there's a few videos on it that explain that letter. I think it's on the FBI website too, the letter. But when I was hearing about it and someone on this video was explaining it, it didn't really resonate with me. I'm like,
What's the name of the helicopter guy?
James Anderson.
All right, James Anderson.
So, like, what random girl would seek out someone who happened to be down on their luck? How would they know? Say, do this, kill, but that's not Anderson. It could be a made-up tale that Anderson did, too, to throw him off the course. So, James Anderson.
Well, I got my answer.
You get bullseye again?
I did.
I should grab your cards. Well, show me. I'm so shuffling. I just grabbed your cards.
I asked if James Anderson killed Thomas Wales. I'll show you that right off the bat. I don't even need to say anything else. Yes, he did. He was very unhappy with the Crown decision, so the court case that he lost. Okay. Was there an opportunity that he may have had to go to jail?
Yeah, but there was a technicality or whatever, and he didn't get the full crime.
Okay.
But he got a lesser decision.
Right.
But through this whole process, he lost a lot of lawyer money.
Yeah.
His reputation was shot.
Yep. So I got it was him. It was linked together to all the chaos and the money he lost. Now, I do see a woman. There is something pointing to a woman. What is this woman?
I know. That's the strange part about a woman. World soon.
It's like, did he have a wife or girlfriend that egged him on saying, oh, you're not a man. You let that guy do that to you. Yeah. So, hey, FBI, we're ready for the $2.5 million. Who's the woman?
I know, right?
Who's the woman?
Your cards.
There you go. Yes, guilty. It's the truth coming to light.
And then I got this woman, too.
Who is the woman? Who is the woman?
It's
Who's the woman? Mystery woman. There's a romance. I'm telling you, I'm guilty.
so Thomas had his ex-wife who turned lesbian, and he had a girlfriend. They were both cleared. But it's like this guy was in despair too, and he needed money.
Which guy? Anderson?
Anderson needed money. He was broke. What does this mean? I got these colors too.
It's layered. Could be that.
Oh, it's true. Layered.
Now, the rainbow could be his wife being gay.
So
Balance.
Intuition, murky, shitstorm. So this may be he wasn't in his good mood. He was off kilter.
I think he had mental issues.
Oh wait, that's money. That could be money too.
Could be money.
That's money. That's green. That's money. I thought it was gray. That's money. And what is blue to you? Blue usually represents intuition to me.
Mm-hmm. Could be a man.
Needed money, crap storm. He was probably all messed up in the head.
I love it. I've never read the card that way before, so thank you for showing me another way to read that card.
pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
In your mind, money problems. He was all messed up in the head. Crap storm kind of card there. But yeah, it makes sense with layered. Chakras all off, maybe. But yeah, and then right next to a woman.
I think this mysterious woman is someone he was dating or knew or something, and I think she may have egged him on to do this. Or I don't know. This guy's weird, this Thomas Anderson, or whatever his name is, James Anderson.
Yeah, but okay, let's ask if the phone call was an alibi. The biggest thing is proof. The FBI invested this guy heavy, and they could never come up with proof.
Oh, the woman. Okay. The woman. This Anderson guy felt like if he lost all his money, he was going to lose his girlfriend or wife or any future sort of, he would have nothing to offer, right? I think he also felt like as a man, he was stripped away with this lawsuit that he lost and the money and all this thing, right? And then we have misfortune like the tower and stuff. So I'm telling you, I think he was dating someone and maybe she left him because he lost his money. And that just angered him more. Maybe he came home that day and she's like, I'm leaving. And then he went and killed the guy.
It could be. I mean, like I said, the video or reports I read on him, he was very angry and distraught. He was public drunkenness and all kinds of problems.
So what was the question you were saying?
It was the phone call, his 10:30 phone call, an alibi.
Was his 10:30?
They couldn't find, even though he was a gun enthusiast, they could never find that gun. There was no fingerprints at the scene or anything.
James Anderson, his 10:30. Was that just to have an alibi? Was that a setup to have an alibi? She answered the phone. That's why she's part of it. She answered. She was there. She answered the phone. She was part of his alibi. Or she called him to break up. And that was like the last straw.
Telephone trick
Oh my
cop.
God.
Telephone trick cops.
The message he got made him flip out.
I got this card too. I can't remember what this one means to you.
Well, what does it mean to you? Like craziness, mystery, confusion, mental illness? Could mean
Your little symbol there is confusing me. What does that usually work for you? Looks like coronavirus. Looks like coronavirus.
It does kind of look like the virus.
Okay.
I can't tell you. I just was told to draw it, so we're supposed to figure out what it means.
True.
Break up with James Anderson.
It looks like heartbreak to me.
Yeah.
Like his heart, there's like two little things in here. It's like it feels like his heart draining down. There's a hole in his heart.
Oh.
And there's his healing. He can't heal.
Yeah.
That's what it's kind of feeling like to me.
I think she said, "I'm out of here. I'm leaving."
Yeah. I think they had the right guy. They just could never prove it.
If they would have found her and asked her, "Did you break up with him that day, or did you guys have a fight?" I think that's what happened. Something along those lines. That was the final straw. Like everything had been taken away from him, right? His money, his business, and he blamed it on poor Thomas Wales, and that was it.
Yeah. It was addressed. The return address had Gidgets on it. Cabadger, remember that. So that letter sent from Vegas, the person sending it said Gidget on the return address to the FBI. Experts said the letter was written by a woman, not a man, as it was claimed. So yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It only showed one other person who ordered them. Oh, something different. So yeah, without proof, it's like, how do you know? You know, I don't even know if his life. I couldn't find much information on him, like his family life, this Thomas guy. Okay, the last one is the Carroll Deering vessel. Oops. Another mystery of it disappeared on me. Can't believe it.
And so is the story you're about to tell us.
Deering.
So the next one is right up our alley. So it's has to do with a ship and its crew. And you know what happened.
It disappeared.
That's right. So the crew disappeared.
Something's going funky with the full moon. It won't let me add a banner here. You kidding me?
Bye, okay. Maureen. We'll see you later.
All right, there it goes. Okay, now we'll go to share.
Well, yeah, it's a full moon tonight. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, Legend of the Ghost Ship. All right. Another ghost ship. We read on a couple others.
Yep.
And, mysterious things happen. So this one actually disappeared. No, it didn't disappear. The crew disappeared somewhere near the Bermuda Triangle.
Kel's surprise.
And it washed up on shore. Oh, in some island. Where was that?
That means what a surprise in French.
Oh, it doesn't. So the sails were still set. Lifeboats were missing. And it washed up alone that way on the Diamond Shoals, somewhere in the Caribbean there.
Yep.
The crew vanished like ghosts.
And their belongings too.
All their belongings were gone. Key navigational equipment was gone. Some papers, the ship's anchors were gone. Exhaustive investigation, and there was no trace of the crew. Ship logs were never recovered, but there was on a certain day there was like
Thanks, Maureen.
the notes. What do you call it? The captain's notes
Mm-hmm.
they were in different writing.
Oh.
A certain day before. There was a couple other ships that said they've seen them, but it disappeared. There was a fight with one of the weird thing is too, on this last voyage, the captain and co-captain were new. One got sick, so this captain Jacobson took over, and whereas not getting the name. There's another guy who became disruptive at port, and trying to find the name. Sorry, Jacobson took over. Can't find the other guy's name.
That's
But
right.
anyway, this other guy got really rowdy and did not like the captain. He got drunken at port, started calling him names, and there was an obvious feud going on. Well, I guess that was in another stream. Okay, stop. Thanks, Magenta. Oh, Holly thinks it was pirates.
So one ship went by close by and saw some guys out on the front, and they said they looked kind of weird walking around, and they had said that they lost their anchor,
Yep, no anchors were there.
which is strange.
Lifeboats were gone. There was some boots in the captain's quarters, but otherwise all clothing was gone. The ship logs were gone, but there was some like captain's notes, like tracking when you plot your course. But they said that those that were there, that they changed. Someone else was writing them the last day or two. So it would suggest the captain was either incapacitated or taken out for a day or two. But then there's two ships that reported seeing them and didn't think of anything weird. They just, So anyway, we got to figure out what happened to the ship.
We certainly do.
Which deck is calling my name? Of course, your deck at some point. We'll try this one.
What happened to the Carroll during vessel? Did it have something to
The Carroll Daring. First card is 4 of Wands. Oh, nope, wrong one. Sorry. 5 of Wands. I got the same thing. There was a mutiny.
Yeah,
I'm getting mutiny.
that's what I'm getting. I asked if it had anything to do with the Bermuda Triangle, sort of mystical or something like that. And I got no. What I got was a very angry decision made by a group of people. So angry red, decision upside down, so a bad or evil decision, whatever, by a group of people. Balance, throwing over the captain of the ship, right? Throwing
Yeah.
over the ship, taking over the ship, whatever they did, whatever a mutiny is. They were angry.
Yeah. I think it was that guy that got all angry, drunk.
Why?
So what I think happened here is that guy. See, I got the King of Wands. So here's the captain.
Yeah.
I think they sent him out alone in one of the lifeboats.
Yikes.
That's what I'm getting here because I got the captain, the mutiny and fighting, and then I got the hermit. Captain sent out on his own, and there's lifeboats missing. So I think that co-captain, whatever, stage a coup or whatever, and put him on a lifeboat and with no nothing, and probably his clothes and everything, and sent him out to die basically. So it must have got caught up in storms or something and just crashed. So yeah, there was unity there. They were going to take the ship themselves, collect all the money from what they were supposed to pick up. You got the 4 of coins, keeping all the money. So whatever was on board, and that was the plan. But something else happened. Oh yeah, here's the 6 of Pentacles, keeping all the money.
Yeah. So I saw a power play, so strength, but it's red, angry. Again, angry passions and unhappiness on the ship. Now, when you just say something else was a mystery, base of the deck is mystery and death upside down. So did they make it look like a mystery so people would think they were dead, but they really weren't? Or did something else happen to them? The crew?
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, it was 1921. Butterfly Kisses is right. Okay. So you think it was a ruse and they actually got away?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Did they make it look like that? Or did something else happen to them that they didn't like? Did they get caught up in something?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Let's see what happened to the crew once they got off the ship. What's going on with that? This mutiny crew. What happened?
Something else happened after this mutiny with the captain. Because at the end, I have the sun in the world. They had all this plan. Yeah, we got this ship. It's ours. We're going to cash in. But my end, I have Tower and Ace of Wands. So something happened in the process after they tried to take off. They sent the captain on the way. So I think now I need to figure out what happened to them.
Let's see. A lot of angry guys trying to figure out what to do. Leaving without the captain, but rats on the ship. I think they turned on each other. I think they sent the first captain into the water, like they killed him or sent him on a boat, as you said. I think they killed the second captain. I think they may have killed the second captain, the one that did the overthrowing, the mutiny.
Okay, because there was some kind of action there and a tower, like a drastic change
Yeah,
within.
I think they got rid of him. Did they kill the second guy?
But the weird thing is, where'd they all go?
I don't know. Maybe a bunch of things happened.
But Holly's like, there had to be a pirate aboard.
Did they kill the second captain?
Okay, what happened? What happened after? What happened after?
Yeah.
That guy was a jerk. That guy was
You
a
shouldn't
jerk.
be laughing. I'm not laughing but they killed the second guy. They put him in the water too. I think, you know what? It might have been the second guy they put in a boat and he died of exposure from the sun. But they did kill the second guy. So where's the crew?
Maybe this is where the pirates come in, right?
Ah.
Oh,
What happened to the
I got the hangman. I think they hung the second guy.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's worse. But definitely one of them was in a boat, water exposure. Yeah.
To the crew.
Oh my God, 5 of swords, all that fighting, all that problems. And then I have another ship here, a chariot. Oh, I think there might have been a pirate. We got Devil Greed coming in after that. 6 of swords. Calmer water is moving. Boat over travel water. 1920. Yeah. I wonder. Oh, King of Pentacles. Someone coming along wanting money or something, but what the heck? I don't even know if it was any. I can't remember if there was anything on the ship worthy.
I think you're right. Some of the crew moved on, maybe got to shallower waters, but I do think some of them died as well. There was a medical issue, so maybe they were starving or exposure.
Well, as far as the boat goes, they said in the report, dishes and the kitchen was fine. There's still food. Everything was there. Really strange.
Very strange.
Like I said, the only thing missing was the travel equipment, all their clothes except for some boots in the captain's quarters.
I don't see
the. Why don't you take the ship? The ship's worth something, but they just let it go. Cut the.
Well, maybe they didn't want. If they killed the second captain, then they're guilty. So now they could be charged with 2 murders, right? Because the other guy's not around to say, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I asked if the crew was murdered. I didn't see that. No, I don't see that the crew was murdered. No.
All right, the crew. Yeah, I probably believe that. Healing Horse Therapy Center says that area is prime for pirate ships. He's sensing there's probably a pirate ship that came up. Or him. Sorry, I don't. With names, they don't recognize what it's he, she. Okay. Healing Horse Therapy Center. Okay. What happened to the crew? If they got picked up somewhere, you'd think they would have, been found if they took off on the.
Yeah, but in that age, in the 20s, you can change your name, or who even knows where the crew was from, or like.
Oh, true. Okay, thank you. Okay, I remember that. Healing Horse Therapy Center is a she. Okay.
I don't see a pirate ship. I think they went their separate ways. Whoever the crew was, they didn't want to get in trouble for the murders of the two captains and the mutiny. And I don't know if these guys were documented workers or not, if it was just a, ragtag crew. Do you know?
It didn't say much about the crew. They said something in a video. I mean, you have to watch a video, I think. Who knew more? Something better than the link I found. Page of Cups. Loss. Yeah, whoever that crew was, most of the time you would think a little crew would just be, cheap labor.
Yeah, it might have been something like that. They may not even, back in those days, not everyone had identification and like it is nowadays. You couldn't just track people down.
So in this deck, the Ship of Fools I grabbed.
What a perfect deck.
Yeah. Maybe hard to see, but this is the Eight of Swords. But it has them getting in lifeboats.
Yep.
In boats going away.
Yep.
Two of Swords. Bunch of fighting, but a blind path. And one person, there's people fighting here, and this person's blinded. You don't know what path you're going to take. So I think you're right. They jumped off. They're worried about, if it would dock or whatever, the consequences.
Crazy.
Who's going to believe them that they didn't, kill the captain and co-captain kind of thing. And
right.
Yeah. Seven of Cups, delusions here. Could have got drunk before they did it and just left. They got loss. With the Five of Cups with loss. They may not even survive when they try to get away in those.
Yeah, I don't know if all of them made it. I think some.
I think it feels like they made it look like it was maybe a pirates or something like that. But when they decided, it feels like they decided, the crew, after all that chaos, captain's gone, co-captain's gone.
We're out of here.
We're out of here, and I don't think they made it on the lifeboats.
Not all of them.
Not near the Bermuda Triangle. They were probably swept up. Yeah, crazy story.
Crazy.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did we ever read on? Oh, I can't think of the name right now. But it's the ghost ship that was based off of the Pirates of the Caribbean. Can't remember the name. I don't think we read on that one.
I don't think we have.
There was another one. I think I screenshot it. I'll find that quick.
Here. Little big guy.
Kitty time.
It's Bobo time. Say hi, Bo. Hi.
Oh, okay. I screenshot who was on there. You got captain and crew. W.M. Merritt. So we got two guys from the U.S., one from Finland, one from the West Indies, another from the U.S., and the rest were workers from Denmark. That was on the Daring. Oh, bummer.
Yeah, well, they
I
just
can't find it right now. I thought I screenshot it.
took off.
Who's calling me? Anyway, I can't remember who it is, but it was the ghost ship that was spurned the Pirates of the Caribbean. I wish I could remember that name right now. But anyway, we get something to look at again, maybe another ghost ship thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey Angela. Barbara's saying, "Oh, what a sweet kitty."
Yes, they know you're sweet. You want to pull a card for everybody?
Yes, of
Shall we?
course.
Okay. Let's pull a card, Bobo.
Card of the day. But interesting cases again. Our friends are sending signals. Mr. Rudolph Fentz was alive but went to heaven kind of thing and then came back.
That was a strange, really
Very
cool.
strange. Thomas Wales, the FBI, had their guy, but they couldn't prove it. And the mystery ship was because of a mutiny on board. All right.
All right, card of the day.
The Magician. Take charge of your life. You can do anything if you manifest it. You're in charge of your life. You can do it.
That's right.
You can do it.
And
The Black Pearl. That could be the name. That was the one in the movie. I'll find it. I know
I picked my moon deck because we're on a full moon tonight, and I got balance, spirituality, and practicality. So the balance of life, right? Balancing spirituality, practicality, being in balance. This is what this full moon is bringing for us, is balance. I like it. I can see the full moon now.
I pulled one card from your deck. When you manifest abundance. That's what I'm getting from your green card here. Money, security. So the magician card comes out and it talks about manifesting and being your own power. And your cards say manifest abundance.
Awesome.
So abundance will take care of life, finances, relationships. You want abundance in your life. Don't want to specifically put out there, I want $1 million.
It's just that you live in abundance, that you have all wonderful things.
Right.
And
I
you
want
don't
to
have
live in, right. I
Yeah.
want to live in love abundance. Give it to me. Blessings. Thank you for joining us, Healing Horse Therapy Center. What? Debbie's on. Oh, was Debbie on earlier? Yeah, whatever. So anyway, love and light to. I think there's something going on at Carroll Love Community later if people want to jump over there. I can't remember when. Is that at 8?
I don't
My
know.
time?
Sorry.
Something like that. Hour and a half, I think. But anywho, everyone have a wonderful Wednesday. Full moon. Get your manifesting things going. Put out
Your crystals and your cards in the moonlight.
Crystals and card out in the box. Hopefully it's not going to rain on them. But yeah, have a wonderful evening and full moon. Bye.